Good day, class. I will introduce a bike sharing system that will support a concept of an advocacy group. And the system is to give users the ability to locate bike sharing kiosks using either mobile device app or with a web-based application via the internet. Again, this will give the user the ability to check out a bike from a kiosk, use it for the needed time, and return the bike to either the same or another kiosk within the designated area at cost to the registered user. The core of the system will be the kiosk docking station and the bikes themselves. Once a user has been registered with billing information, the system will be automated using a number of hardware and software solutions to operate and manage this information system. I'll discuss the IS architecture. So the architecture will be designed to provide an information system to support a self-service to users. The system provides safe bikes that can be used by all that choose. Availability will be based on a user account driven format that will call for users to provide billing information in order to register and maintain a required subscription. So the breakdown of the architecture will include a bicycle database, which will interface with the user database and kiosk in order to collect usage data for each bicycle. This is to monitor and determine maintenance periodicity. There will be a user database, which we use to provide and store the user information, that is the billing and the tracking usage included. This database will need a determined level of risk and security applied to it based on this customer information. The cloud. So there'll be a cloud-based program that will give real-time tracking and automate registration. Implementing application via the cloud provide accessibility from anywhere that provides Wi-Fi and or cellular service. This cloud will be used to will also be able to provide an off-site backup solution. There will be the internet provider. This will be a local service per location with the intent to bid and procure on a business lease account. Services based on physical and information security will be kept in high consideration based off the area. There'll be a kiosk, which will use software, wired or wireless connectivity to handle user transaction activity for 5 to 10 docking stations based on the geographical location. The docking stations themselves will interface with the kiosk to provide their chip information and bicycle locking via Bluetooth technology. Now moving on to the bicycle. The bicycle will have Bluetooth-based technology to provide serialization, tracking the hours used, and to provide the bicycle database with all this information. This technology also will be used to lock the bicycle once returned to the docking station. This technology will mitigate low power needs and should last 6 months till power needs to be replaced. And there will be a mobile device application along with the website. And these will be available for free for both users of iOS and Android. Location availability can be provided to the user via this app, along with access to account information and means to check out bikes. And with these in mind, the use of a mapping application programming interface, or API, we use to interface with the likes of Google Maps to provide location availability. This would also assist the system in providing the mobile app device and website the location of information services needed in the accounting of bicycles, billing, checking out, and returning. So the overall hardware makeup will be typical computing and networking components that have been installed into the docking stations and hardened to provide resistance to outside elements and maintained to handle the volume of users and their transactions with the station. The majority of this hardware will be modular to assist with troubleshooting issues and replacing the hardware efficient. Software makeup will be developed as application software for the docking station for design programmers based on processes, data, web interface, and communication. This development, the software will ensure specific interaction with docking station and the user. There will be a team for app development for most formats of smartphone operating systems. This app will be utilized for registration, reservation, and billing, and will work in conjunction with the web interface via the internet. And there will be a time assigned to manage information security of the overall system in order to provide maximum protection of the user's personally identifiable and financial information. So with security, the use of this architecture will introduce some potential risk and vulnerabilities to the company and the users. Obviously, the main target of these risks will be the user information due to the registration requirement in order to use this sharing device. The information at risk can be anything from an aggregate of personally identifiable information to actual billing information. That is, payment account numbers and bank information. An information security department will have to be established in order to recognize and ensure awareness and reduce the risk to the company and the users, and to protect the networks, infrastructure, and information systems for the company and these users. This will be accomplished with a continuous review of both traditional and technical policies and procedures. These operations would serve as an overall security function and have to be contained with a space to protect company and customer information data through personal access controls. And this will all overall be led by a chief information officer within a security department in the company. So the data structures, they'll be developed using non-SQL scripting due to the ease of maintenance. And this is to provide and support the following processes in registration and billing. They'll be broken down into objects, which will be a registration object, which will contain the details of the users and include customer name, registration information, and payment informations, and other informations associated with the user. There'll be a kiosk object, which will list all the bicycles in the inventory. And there'll be an operations object. And this will be used to reprocess bicycles at each kiosk for use, process payments, and release the bicycle for use. The database tables will describe current historical rides for the company's storage of user information. And that would include the average ride time for each user, the number of bikes checked out for the given kiosk, and all the current active users. So as this project has been described, a user can use this bike sharing system as an alternate and healthy means of transportation. And this would assist in reducing daily and periodic transportation costs and affects the environment. These costs are defined by fuel consumption, parking, maintenance, and motorized publications, which I think this system will be able to mitigate any of those issues that I mentioned. So that's all I have as of right now. Please review this proposal for this information system and provide constructive criticism. And thank you.